What's going on, guys? Freaky baits, freaky facial hair. Kid picked this one out. Probably gonna have it for the day. Wanted to do the video, rocking the bars. Got my hands on the LunkerHunt spiders, Phantom spider. Yeah, these are a $9 spider. Tackle Warehouse doesn't have them yet. I got these straight from LunkerHunt, $8.99 a piece. So pretty serious little investment here on a spider. Not very big size wise, smaller than a 1.5 in the body for sure. I mean, you're talking like quarter ounce, very, very, very light bait. That was the main thing that kind of took me off guard when I first seen this. I thought they'd be maybe a little bigger. I guess I really wasn't paying attention a whole lot to the dimensions, but I thought they'd be a little bigger. I thought maybe I could throw them on like a 7-foot medium heavy. I don't think you could do that. I think that with any sort of a casting distance requirement, I think that you're probably gonna have to throw it like a 7-foot 3 medium with a fast action, something with like, like 6 to 8 inches of tip. Other than that, I mean, I don't think you're gonna be able to throw it very far, even regardless. Spinning rod you probably could, but then you go back to not getting super good hook sets. Now, the thing that I would say is that the hook wire on this is thin enough. I think on a spinning rod you probably could just jam them with this thing. If you had like 20-pound braid, you're paying attention and you really were on your game, I think you could get by with it. I'd probably try it first on like a 7-foot 3 medium, 20-pound braid, good bait caster, and really kind of take the time to get that setup dialed in. Applications, where could I use this? This is not going to be no tournament busting bait here, guys. Like, don't think that if you go out and get this thing, this is going to start winning you all the Tuesday nighters, because it's not going to happen. Very, very isolated scenarios that are going to probably be used as far as a useful application. One being maybe on a high pressured, like I just said, like a Tuesday nighter scenario where these fish are getting pounded. You probably could throw a bait like this around like docks if you had like a stretch of docks that were really, really good, and that was all you really had, you were really going off of, or maybe a couple good laydowns. A bait like this would be nice because you could make that cast up in there, and because of how wide these baits are and how much of a surface area and water this thing's going to move for how light it is, you could probably just do little movements in the rod tip, and these legs are probably going to flex. You're going to get a lot of surface motion. You're going to get a lot of disturbance in a very, very short distances in the water. So you can really milk a laydown, milk a dock, whatever you got to do with it. Finesse, I think profile-wise, it's nice to have a little different profile. I think, especially in high-pressured situations, a fish gets used to seeing a oval-shaped body with 2 strands coming off of it. And fish do not eat as many frogs as what people think. I think bass, 90% of the time when they eat something on the surface, they have no idea what it is. But it's just that reaction to that scenario that's gotten them so many meals in the past. A shad will start to die and it'll bust at the surface, or even a bird drops a shad out of its mouth and it's half dead. Frogs happen some, I bet, but probably not as much as what people think. They're just reacting to that surface motion. So 100 fish eat this thing. Probably 75 of them had no clue what it was. They were just going for it. But I'm sure that there's definitely some fish that you could probably get to make a decision on that if it was on the fence about it, just because it's a different profile, it's a different motion, it's a different level of disturbance. Sometimes frogs, I think, when you're fishing around docks, you can walk a frog, or you can kind of pop it and chug it almost, just make big disturbances in the water. But I think something like this, some days, you could probably just that very, very ever so slight movement where a fish is going to pick up on it, but it's not so much to kind of turn him off to the motion, if he's been burned on a frog or a buzzbait in the last few days. Other than that, cool little baits, made well. It's glued up here by the line tie. Appendages, good little pulls on them. Nothing's coming off. Nothing seems like it's going to break. Don't think it's going to sink ever because of how much water the thing displaces, but just to give you guys a little showing of what colors I picked up. These are the, I'll turn it around for you, it's no good that way. Lime green, black, white. I'll give them a throw. It'll be something fun. If I catch some fish on it this weekend, maybe I'll throw it up on the IG with a big old spider hanging out of its mouth. Facial hair won't be there, but maybe we can get some spider bass pictures. Other than that, Have a blessed day in the outdoors. If you guys are getting out there, let me know what you think. If somebody's got these already, um, let me see if you caught any fish on them, or what you got going on, what your opinions are. Definitely not a bait I don't think everybody needs to have, but if you're compelled to get weird lures like I am, this is definitely one to have in your arsenal. Other than that, take it easy, guys.